Is it possible to turn this yellow sand land into fertile soil?
Crops like corn, tomatoes, sorghum, and sunflowers, transforming more than 200 hectares of sand dunes into an oasis, all within 6 months. Little, if any, rain and scorching temperatures. Not exactly ideal conditions to support vegetation. But turning that logic on its head is this desert in North China's Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region.
According to our calculation, there are over 70 kinds of crops growing here. Many are not planted by us, but they just grow themselves.
Crops like corn, tomatoes, sorghum, and sunflowers, transforming more than 200 hectares of sand dunes into an oasis, all within 6 months. It's all thanks to new technology developed by researchers at Chongqing Jiatong University. They developed a paste made of a substance found naturally in plant cell walls. When it's added to sand, it's able to retain water, nutrients, and air.
The costs of artificial materials and machines for transforming sand into soil is lower compared with controlled environmental agriculture and reclamation.
The research team has big future plans. This fall, it hopes to transform an additional 200 hectares of desert and possibly more than 13,000 in the next few years. The method could be promising for China. In 3 years, the country hopes to reforest 50% of degraded desert land that can be treated. By 2030, the United Nations is aiming to reach zero growth of desert farmland around the world. So China's breakthrough experiment in converting sand to soil is promising for making land seemingly hostile to life fertile ground.
10 years ago, this place was barren and full of sandstorms. But now greenery fills this place, and the deserts are becoming fertile land. Zhang Yinglong is the head of a shelter belt in Maowusu Desert of Shenmu, a remote county in Shanxi province. He's in his 50s now, and he's been trying to fix the dunes over the last 12 years.
It's only with a stable soil condition that vegetation can grow well. You see the grass? It's a good example.
The shelter belt is located on the lowest plateau in North Shanxi, and desertification is its biggest obstacle. The area covers more than 20,000 hectares, with 24 million trees to prevent more sand dunes. But he believes combating desertification is more than just planting trees. The quality of life must be taken into consideration for sustainable growth.
With the gradual improvement of the ecosystem, the return of population is inevitable. Then it's necessary to provide them with enough income through our sand industry.
He has persuaded farmers to grow economy-driven crops and plants, and these efforts have started to bear fruit. The red flower fields planted last year brought farmers direct earnings of 120,000 yuan. And drove the local economy up by 400,000 yuan.
I didn't expect to see such beautiful rapeseed flowers. I'm very shocked.
Officials have also come to realize that achieving both ecological and economic benefits is a mark of development.
We'll combine desertification prevention with the increase of income for farmers. The income through forestry should be about 30% of the entire income of poor households.
And that will make its way to the family table. Zhang Yinglong hopes the farm won't become part of the wasteland and that his efforts will prevent people from relocating away from the grasslands. And all that might just hold back the harsh desert in the long run.